Hello, good morning. Here I wake up in the morning and I saw this kind of gloomy, rainy weather that I don't like actually because in Europe, here in my country, most of the days are like this, the rainy days and gloomy and dark. I don't like this kind of days actually because I like the sun and sometimes it happens it also to the mood swings. Yeah, it does for me, unfortunately. So this is a bad option for people who have these kind of problems like mood swing or this kind of problems. So that's not good for the people like me staying here in the Europe because most of the days are like this. It's rainy and dark and no sun for months. So this is a bit depressive, but what we can do? We don't have anything to do. But the good thing is my flower has bloomed, and with that I'm happy. This is the Hoya multiflora variegata. It has bloomed for me. This is the second time this is blooming for me. But the first time I got only one flower. This time I got several. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Why 18? I just counted them just 20. Then just just two flower has fell down. I don't know. Maybe let's count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, it's just 18. Okay, whatever, what we can do. Here I have. I'm so happy because the first time I just got only one flower, and this flower smells really nice. This is called the Hoya multiflora. If though it's a variegated Hoya, but this is not that hard to care for. So if you are a beginning but you love to have some flowering Hoyas, then and also the leaves looks beautiful, then this one is a good option for you. This is called the Hoya multiflora. This is also called the shooting stars because of the shape of the flower. It looks like the shooting stars. So this one is called the shooting stars or Hoya multiflora. So if you are a beginner but you love flowers, and you can have this Hoya. And the one more thing I want to tell that this Hoya, this flower is totally different from the regular Hoya flowers. This flower is big and looks like a star. So this is something different. In this moment, I have another Hoya which is blooming in my garden. This one is that. So look at this flower. This is a bit different than the Hoya multiflora flower. Most of the Hoya flowers are like that one. So this is a different type of flower, and it's really beautiful. And its flower really frequently bloomed Hoya. This one is so can't have one. Now today, what I'm going to do, I just someone wanted to buy some plants, like I got an order, so I'm going to sell this one because I just got the money. She just transferred the money in my bank account, maybe. So maybe I have to check because it takes a little bit time to come. So when I will check the money, when I will get the money in my the money will reach my account, then I will pack this plant and send this to her mailing address. So this is the thing. So this one I'm just keeping this plant aside, and for a few days I'm going to check this one really closely so that it don't have any pest issues or anything, because I didn't water this one for a few days, so this plant is looking like a bit dull. But now I'm going to keeping this aside because I have so many plants to care for. So sometimes I forget to water some of my plants. It's okay because Cebu blues, they are really forgiving plants. They do not mind if you forget to water them. So when you will water them, they will do fine again. So it's not a big deal. This is called the Cebu blue. It's a beautiful plant. If you love the hanging plants, then it's really a good option for this for hanging plants. You can also grow this one as a climber. If you want to grow this as a climber, then you only just have to give it a moss bowl. So when you will give it a moss bowl, it will climb up, and if you grow this plant like a climber, then and you will give a moss bowl, then the leaf will become really bigger and also fenestrated. So if you want to have some fenestrated leaf and big leaf Cebu blue, then you should give them a moss bowl, and it definitely work. And some people love to grow like this, like a climber. So it's good if you want to have that kind of plants. But I also like the Cebu blues as a hanging plant, so I do not give them anything, like do not give them any moss bowl or anything, and it grow really good for me, like a bushy hanging plant. I love this. And for Cebu blues, the color is like a silvery thing, and this is not totally green, as I can show you. So okay, so that you can compare. So this is a green leaf plant. This leaf is green. Look at this. This is the green, and this one is not completely green. This is a kind of a silvery shine, or this kind of. So the Cebu blue is different that way. And also the leaf shape, they are pretty elongated, and the narrower leaf is really beautiful. When you give them a moss bowl, it will also give you some fenestrated leaf like monstera. So this one is a really must-have plant, I would say. So this is called the Cebu blue. And this one is a really lushy plant, lushy bushy plant, if you like to have them in Tabby. Hi Tabby, how are you doing? Good morning, Tabby. So this one is no, I didn't ignore them. I'm so sorry. I didn't. Oh hi. I didn't saw your message because I was talking too much and I didn't notice. Sorry for that. Hi, how are you doing? So this is a really lushy bushy plant. You can, and you do not need to care for this one too much, because this is a really easy care plant. You just need to water them and try to keep them the soil a little bit well draining. That's it. And you can fertilize them twice a month or so, then you will get a really bushy plant. Thank you. How are you doing? So this one is the Cebu blue. So this one is a really full, medium-sized pot, like maybe 8-inch pot. This one. So this is it. And if you get this kind of pot in garden center, you will get it within 10 to 15 euros. Or yeah, this is not that expensive. So really beautiful plant to have. So you just give them a really beautiful outer pot, then it's okay to have this one. Okay, so now we are going to take some plants from here, and as I told you that I have a plant flea market here, which is the here there is a garden center, which is a famous garden center here in München. So they are arranging this flea market, so for plant flea market, and they are donating all the money to the poor kids. So I just really love that concept, and this is the second time I'm going to participate there. So people, all the plant collectors, or the all the plant people will go there, and they will sell their plants. They will exchange their cuttings and plants, also plants. So it's a really really, you go there. Oh, it's a really fun place to go. I went there before, and I just really loved that. So maybe it will, this time it will happening in 20th September. So if you are here in München, so you should come. Oh, it's a really beautiful place to go. So so why you will not be here in München at that time? Maybe. Okay, I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, so for that thing, these plants, these are all of the cuttings of my plants. I just grew them. Oh, yeah, this is a bit early. But it's okay because they are arranging the as you know, when they're you know that they arrange this thing outside the under the sky. So it's better to do that, because in winter time it's really hard to keep the plants alive when because as you know, there will be snowing here in maybe in December or so. So it's a bit better to do this earlier. Yeah. Oh, hi. It's really good to know you, and Tabby. Bye and have a good day. So, this is it. So, these are the plants. These are the baby plants I'm going to arrange for this one. But they all are not in good condition. So, maybe they have some pest issues or something. They didn't grow that big. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to separate them. I just going to choose some of the plants. They are doing really good, and what plants they're dying, I'm going to keep them aside. Like sorry, I just did some mess. So I'm going to keep this kind of plants which are dying. I'm just discard these things for now. I'm just going to keep them here, and the plants that has grown really good, so I'm just keeping them this way. But I'm not satisfied with this one. Maybe there are some pest issues with like thrips or something, because the color is not looking good. So rejecting this one also. So I have here this one. I'm going to keep it here, and discarding this one there, and some plants. This one is not for sale because this one is for me. Look at the root system here. It's just, I just poke some hole under this pot and the root is coming out here. Can you show me your I'm so sorry, I cannot do that. So this one is, I'm keeping it there. So here I have another plant. This is the Anthurium crystallinum. So this one is also a good option though. So I'm keeping it here. And this one is definitely a no. So here is going to go here. And this one may be a good option. What do you say? Yeah, it's a good option. So this one is the philodendron Epiprimnum, no, philodendron, something green, prince of something type of this. So it's a yes, because this plant is doing good. And so for this one, it's a definitely yes, because this is a philodendron pink, pink princess, sorry for that. Okay, this one is the philodendron pink princess, so this one is going here. So for this plant, this is a Hoya. Maybe I'm not going to sell this one right now. So for this one, maybe I have to take care of this plant a little bit more, because this is a pink princess. This is a good plant to have. So okay, this is a yes, and this is a no, maybe, because this is not doing that good. Okay, maybe this one is the Scindapsus. So I have another cutting of Scindapsus here. Maybe I'm going to combine these two and get a good chunk of pot of. So this one, of course, yes, this one is doing good. This one is philodendron painted lady. Okay, this one is going here. So what, I can't discard it from this one. This one is not doing good, so only one leaf that I'm discarding, like putting it here. And here I have another plant. This is not doing good. This is also this has died maybe, and it's not doing anything, so I'm just discarding this one as well. And here, and so there it is. This is a plant that I'm not going to sell, because this one is for me. So this one is the philodendron micans. No, this one is the philodendron melanochrysum. So melanochrysums, I have been in crisis with melanochrysum, so I'm not going to sell this one. So maybe these are that. So here what I can do, this one has died, so I just will reject this one also. This one will go there, and all the other plants here, look at this, it has died, it has nothing here. No, Tabby, I do not know actually. So this is going there, just died already. So there it is. So for this plant, I'm not that sure. Maybe it's doing good, so I'm just going to keep this one for now. I don't know, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for this part. And this one is so small, I don't think it will grow bigger. So there it is. And this one definitely a no, because I'm not going to do this, because it's a really beautiful plant. I want to keep this for myself. So here it is, it's going there. And here I have another philodendron painted lady. This is a big plant, so it's definitely an yes. Yes. So here another painted lady. This is also yes. So this one, I have a cup of Cebu blue. This one is also a really beautiful plant. Maybe, oh, did you notice that this one is a mealy bug, I think. No, I don't know actually, sorry. And this one, this plant is, this is a mycans. This is definitely a yes. And also that one, this is called the uh, Epiprimnum pinnata variegata. So this plant is a awesome plant. I will fertilize this one, and there are three plants in a same pot. Three, there are four plants in the same pot, four baby plants. This one is growing bigger, so I'm going to separate this one from this pot and going to pot it in a separate one. So this one is a definitely yes. So these are some plants. They are doing really good this time. Maybe this one will die, definitely. I don't know what this about this one. No, it's not dying. Maybe I will change the soil and fertilize this one, and definitely it will do good, because I have still 2 months time. So this is a good thing. So still there is hope for with this one, so I'm going to keep it this side. And 1 2, so that's it. So how much only this part, they are the plants, maybe they can be improved. I'm going to change the soil and fertilize them, and going to spray some neem oil on them so that they can grow a really good and without any pest issues. So this is it. So they are them. So these are the plants they are, I'm going to discard, or they are not doing really good. And here I have some oh no, I don't know really. Thank you for commenting. So this is the neon bottle. This one is growing good, and maybe I'm going to pot them in tiny pots. So not now, maybe I have to work with this one, so I'm keeping it here a little bit there, so that I can remember that I have to work on this plant. So the other ones are going definitely there, so I do not need them right now. Here it is. So this is the thing actually for now, and I don't know what next, what should I do next. But today I'm not I don't have that much time for doing this kind of job, like is changing the soil and caring for them. I don't have that much time today, but maybe some other days I will do. This one is Epipremnum pinnata. No, this one is Philodendron Adansonii. This one is the Adansonii, as you can see. This one is Adansonii. This is really beautiful plant. You know, I just do not get afraid when I got some kind of pest issues in my garden. Like, I do not have any issues with like mealybugs, that kind of. I do not have any problem with mealybugs, because they are totally can be eradicated. But for the thrips, I'm just really afraid of them, because the thrips are something I do not want to deal with them. They are really dangerous, because I didn't have any thrips in my garden. But whenever I got some, I bought aloe vera from IKEA, and then it came with that particular plant. So keep in mind that if you want to buy some new plants, don't buy them from a place where the plant, you will get the cheap plants. Do not do that. Please try to buy plants from good garden centers, where they are really good people and they are selling the good plants. Because if you bring one plant that is infested with pest, then it will contaminate your all the other plants that you have in your home, at your home. And it's really difficult to handle them, because in indoors you have a really congested place, and if you are a plant collector, then you have so many plants, so it's really difficult. They get spread to all of your plants, and then you cannot do anything. Then you have to throw your beautiful plants, and you have to throw your good quality plants. So it's not a good thing. So just try to buy some good quality plant with no pest issues. So, and nobody will guarantee you that if you buy a plant from a good shop with good price, you will not get pests from there. Definitely you can get pests from there, but the thing is, if you when you buy the plants, just check on them, check under the leaves, and check on the pots is there is anything like fungus nets or any mealybugs or thrips, anything. Or if you do not see any active pest there, you do not see the pest, but one thing you can do, that is, if you see the damage mark on the leaves, if there is a tree, then you will see the this kind of damage mark. This the plant is a little bit yellowish, and the bite marks, and this is the damage mark for the trees. So check on them. If you see any damage mark on the leaf, so don't buy them. And one more thing is also, if you buy one plant and you couldn't see anything like no damaging on the leaves, and you do not find find any pests, so even after that, when you bring it home, please isolate that one from your older plants at least for 2 weeks, and then spray them with some pesticides or some neem oil and keep them aside. Then when after observing them for 2 weeks, and if you find there is no pest issues, then you can join that one with your older plants, so there will be no issues. So be careful. Okay, I have almost 8 or 9 years experience with houseplants. So what I'm giving this as advice to you, that I have really faced in my life. So I have to throw my really expensive plants just because of this kind of thrips or pest issues. So be careful. I from that lesson, I never buy a plant from IKEA. I'm not saying that IKEA is a bad option for buying plants, but be careful, okay? Don't buy anything that will destroy your other hobby, that destroy your hobby of gardening, because the plants are really beautiful. It will give you peace and so flower and so many stuffs, joy and happiness. It will reduce your depression. But if you have to face with the pest issues, then it is really dangerous, because then you have to quit with your hobby. So I don't want that. So this is a piece of advice you should take from me, because this is from a real life experience from me. So here I will show you a wonderful plant that I am growing from some empty note cuttings. This one is called the Syngonium aurea. This one is Syngonium aurea. This is the yellow variegated one of the Syngonium albo. So this is a really beautiful plant. I have here 3 cuttings growing together in a same pot. This one is really getting a little bit bigger, so I'm just going to pot this one in a separate pot. So this is a really beautiful plant. So again, I had some issues with pest with the mother plant. Then I just chopped that plant and propagated into some small cuttings. So this is it. This is called the Syngonium aurea. This is with the one with the yellow variegation. This is the yellow variegated Syngonium aurea. So I just love this plant, and this is definitely a really beautiful plant to have. You should consider this variegated plant if you want to start with a variegated plant. So you can have this plant, because this one is not that hard to grow. So instead of having a variegated monsteras, you can have this plant, because monsteras are a little bit difficult to care for, and the variegation is pretty unstable. So if you want to have a variegated plant and you are still beginner, then you can have this kind of Syngoniums. They are really beautiful to look at, and here is really easy to care for. So it's a good option, I would say. So the Syngonium aurea. And for variegated plants, I have another option of variegated plant that is really easy to care for. I will show you this one here. This one is the Epipremnum pinnatum variegata. This one is a really beautiful plant to have and easy to care for. It wants nothing from you, just you water this one and just a little bit fertilizer, and it's really, really good to go. So that is it. This is called the Epipremnum pinnatum variegata. So the mature leaves are really beautiful. I can show you the mother plant of this one. I will show you just a moment. Give me a moment. I will show you the mother plant here. So this one is the mother plant here, and another one I have at my home, at my living room, so I can show it to you also. So this one is the Epipremnum pinnatum variegata. So this is a really beautiful plant, and the variegation is pretty stable. So if you are a beginner and want to have a variegated plant in your collection, then this one is a really good option. So this is it, because with the monsteras, what happens, you have to be really very careful with monsteras, because look at this. It was a few days ago, it was really a perfect leaf. Now I just watered it too much, and what happens, look, the white part is just dying off. This brown tips do not look really good, because look at this new leaf. Wow, it's really beautiful, a perfect leaf. So it's coming out like this one. So this one is really good, but you have this kind of issues. There's a yellowing tip, the browning of tip, this kind of things had some issues. So this is it. So that's the problem with the monsteras. But here I have another leaf. Look at this one. This leaf is also a beautiful one. But look at this one. This is stunning. And this one is so many white here. And that white definitely going to die. Definitely going to turn into brown part, because this variegated monsteras, this part, the white part, do not have any chlorophyll. You know, this green part have the chlorophyll. The plant become green because of the pigmentation called the chlorophyll. This is the green, this is responsible for the green color of the plant. So what this chlorophyll does, that it make the energy for the plants, make the food for the plants. It uses sunlight and water to create energy, create food for the plants. So this part, there is lack of chlorophyll, so there is no chlorophyll, so this part cannot produce any energy or any food for the plants, so eventually it will die off. So this part, the green part, is the most stable part. So that's it. This is the thing behind this. So behind this dying of this monstera. So for this plant, this is not that much stable. You have to you cannot keep the plant leaf like this all the year long. They will eventually die. But what you can do, you can be a little bit careful so that this plant, this leaf stay like this a little bit longer. That's the thing you can do. You cannot prevent the browning tip. Yeah, because they don't have any chlorophyll, they will die definitely. So that's the thing. So here the old leaf, look at this, the green part never died, only the white part, it dies. So this is the thing. So look at this leaf, there is a less whitening, so this is not dying, this is not giving anything like brown tip or anything. Here you can see a little bit, because this plant is a really older one, so older leaves have to go, they will die eventually, and the new leaf will go from the top. So this is pretty natural. Sometimes plant lovers who are new to this world, so when they they got something like this, like the older leaves are dying off, they are becoming yellow, they become so worried about this. But there is nothing to worried about this thing, this yellow leaves, because it's pretty natural. The older leaf will die and the new leaf will come from the top of the plant. This is totally natural. Don't get afraid and try to keep a plant. It's really beautiful thing to have a plant near you. And here it is, as I can say, some damages here. Maybe there are some pest issues here. And yes, of course, there it is. As you can see, there is a tiny thrips here. Can you see it's moving? So this is my most recent and most expensive plant here, most beautiful plant. I will not tolerate this kind of thrips attack on my plants. Look at the weather today. It's really dark and gloomy and rainy. But what we can do, because life is not always the same. Sometimes you will have to face this kind of weather. Most of the time actually, because last day it was really sunny and good outside there. So it was always a bright sunny day last day. And now what we can do, so I just sprayed this one with some pesticides. So I try to Mystery M, hi, how are you doing? So this is the Philodendron Florida Beauty. This one is called the Florida Beauty. So if you want to get the recipe of this pesticides, homemade pesticides, please write a comment. I will try to make a video on this one, because it's not good to use this kind of chemical pesticides. I do not use. I always use something that I make at home. Like I use like you have to take 1 liter of water, and you have to add there 1 part of dish soap. Like you will take 1 liter of water and you can add 1 tablespoon of dish soap, and just 8 to 10 drops of neem oil. Okay, then it's really good to go. Because and you have to, what you have to do is a little bit difficult to fight with pests with this kind of homemade thing, because they are not that harsh. So it's good for your plants and for the nature, but you have to work a little bit more for this thing, because with chemical pesticides, if you spray them once, and it will really good to go, but the pest will die. But with this kind of neem oil, as it is not that harsh, so you have to do it in regular basis. Like if you have a plant that is infested with some pest, then you have to spray it every 5 to 7 days. So then if you have to do this, continue to do this in 1 week, or like 1 month or 1.5 months, then it's okay. So that's the one problem you have to do. That is, you have to spray them every 7 days or every 5 days. That's the problem, but it's not that difficult. You can do this, and it is not harmful to your plants, to your body, and to environment. So it's really good. And if you want, I can show you how I make my homemade organic pesticides. Okay, so this is another one. This is called the Adansonii. Here it is. Here one Adansonii. Here I have one Adansonii variegata. This one is the mint variegation. Again, this variegated plant is also not that stable. As you can see, it sometimes give me some variegated leaves like this one, then again some green leaves. So this is not that stable. That's why I do not recommend this plant. So which plants they are, the plants that are growing good for me, I can only recommend those plants for you. Maybe some plants, they are really easy to care for, but I'm not that good to care for them. So definitely that can happen because I'm not something professional, you know. Taking care of plants and growing plants is just my hobby. So what I learned, what I experienced, just from my and from my experience, what I learned. So this is it. That is what I'm going to share with you, what I have faced, the real life experience while growing plants, what I have faced, the pest issues or some other thing, the watering, the fertilizing, and also about the plant pots, because every plant do not do good in same type of pots. Like I can show you, I have 3 or 4 type of setups. Like I have this kind of thing, like I just pot the plants in a plastic pot, plastic nursery pot, then I give the ceramic outer pot to, so that it can collect the excess water and also it look good. So this is one kind of setup, like plastic pot inside with some drainage hole here and a collector outer beautiful ceramic pot. That is one thing. And another thing I do, that is here some terracotta pots. I have so many plants, they are in terracotta. It depends on which kind of plant I will pot. Like the succulents, which plants do not like to be watered most frequently, they this kind of plants you can grow in some terracotta, because these terracotta pots are really so porous and the water drain out easily through these pores. So they do not these plants do not want to be in soaked water or some soggy kind of water. They always like to be their soil to be light and well draining. So this is if your plant are like that, then you should choose so the terracottas are the good choice for you. So here I have another plant here. This is called this plant. Look at this plant. This is kind of the new growth. Have you seen this? Is beautiful, isn't it? So this plant, this is kind of succulent type of plant. This is called the Rhipsalis. Rhipsalis is not that kind. This is not a succulent, but it behaves like succulents. So they do not tolerate the more water. So I just potted it here in a terracotta pot, as you can see, and it's doing really good in my care. I just got just one leaf cutting, like how can I show you, like this much cutting from one of my friends, and now look at this, how big it has grown for me. So this is called the Rhipsalis, and the new leaves are coming out, so beautiful. And as you know, the Rhipsalis grow flowers. So in the winter time they give you flowers, like these are almost similar to the flowering time is pretty similar to the Christmas cactus, because the Christmas cactus, Thanksgiving cactus also give you flower in December. In the winter time, most of the plants will give you flower in summer, but these are totally opposite, because this kind of Rhipsalis and some Christmas orchid and some Thanksgiving orchids, they will always give you flower in December. So maybe that's why they call the Christmas cactus, because they give you flower during Christmas. So this one also bloom in winter, and this flower is a bit different than the Christmas cactus, because here, as you can see, some ridges here. From each ridge there will be a white flower, and it looks really beautiful when they bloom. The whole plant become really white with the flower. They are tiny tiny flowers, but thousand, hundred and thousands of flowers in same day. They blooming and they smells really good. So I love this plant, this Rhipsalis. So you do not need to take care of this one that much, because this one is also an easy care plant, as I can show you the 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 soil type. This one is just planted in some orchid bark, also a really well draining soil, and also in terracotta. So it's doing really good in this kind of setup, like really well draining. So this is it. This is the Rhipsalis. It's really a beautiful plant to have in your collection, or if you want to love flowering plants, then it's a good option for you. You should try this one. And the one more thing, nowadays people ask to me, my friends and relatives, they always ask, can you suggest me a house plant that I do not need to care for that much, I do not have that much time to care for? So the easy growing house plants are this one. So this Rhipsalis and this fake Ficus elastica, these are the easy plant. You do not need to do anything. And also one more thing I will tell you about the Ficus elastica. This one is the Ficus elastica rubra, or this one. So also called the burgundy, I would say. So this Ficus elastica, you do not need to do anything. Also, if you live in a house there where there is not that much sunlight, it can grow in a dark corner of your leaf of your house. So this is not a big deal. You can buy this kind of plants, and it also looks really pretty. Look at this. If you can give them a really good type of terracotta pot or a plastic pot also, it will look really good. So not only about the beautiful plants, it's also about presentation. If you give your plant a beautiful outer pot and keep in a beautiful corner and put a lamp on them, so it looks really beautiful. So if you buy a beautiful plant and present them beautifully in your home, so as a, you will really get a compliment from the people. So it's not that difficult to grow house plants. People get afraid. One of my friend has said he just spent every summer, like, no, not only every summer, she buys 2 times a year. She buys plants 2 times a year, house plants. Like she has a budget of like 300 euros in summer and 300 euros in winter. Just she spent 600 euros a year buying plants. And what happened? What do you think? She has so many plants at home? No. And all of the plants she buy, they are dead. She don't have anything except some pothos in her house. And when I went there, she do not know, she doesn't do anything for her plants. She forget to water them. Like she keeps the plants like they are plastic plants. No, they are not. If they are real plants, you have to water them, right? Without water they cannot live. Without sunlight they cannot live. If the least thing you have to do is to water them. If you do not want to do that, then a plastic plant is good for you. Don't buy plants, bring them home and kill them. Don't do this. If you don't want to water them, if you do not have time to water them, don't buy them. Go for a plastic one, and then you do not have to do anything. Yeah, maybe you have to dust them now and then, because plastic plants, what do? They just they just create a toxic environment, and also accumulate some dust in your home. That's it. But you do not, if you do not have time to water your plants, like twice a week, 1 time a week, or twice a week, or thrice a week, if you don't have that time, then don't buy real plants. Okay, go for the plastic ones. So yeah, once I saw variegated monstera, plastic definitely in IKEA, and it looks so ugly. Because I will say definitely the plastic plants are not my choice. I don't like this kind of artificial thing, like no plastics. Try to use less plastics and as I can, because I always reuse my plastic pots, and that's it. And I, for the outer pots, I always use the ceramic ones and the terracottas and that kind of things. Which plant needs so much water, then I have to definitely put them into the plastic pots, but that's not a thing. Okay, so these are the plants that I have already prepared for the fair, and that is it. And what should I say now? So I have some, sorry for that. I just have so many plants. Look at this, here and here and here and here and all of my winter garden. So there are so many plants I have. Oh my goodness, it started to rain again. If you have holidays and Saturday and summertime and it's raining, it's a bad day. So they are the plants you should have. So as I was talking, what I was talking about, that I have so many plants in my collection, so it's really sometimes difficult to water them and take care of them. That's why I'm just cutting down my collection, and that's why I'm giving this plant, some of my plants that are really easy to care for, I'm giving this to my friends and families, and some giveaways. So if you live here in München, then you can leave me a message. Maybe you will get some free plants. So that is it. Maybe that's it for now, and I have to go now. So maybe we'll talk in later. Have a good day. Thank you for commenting and liking my live. And if you are new, please go through my channel and watch my videos, and you will get so many useful plant care tips, and you can use them. So have a good day.